Says I'm live. Says I'm live. Hi guys, Tiffany here. Trying something new. I don't know how well this is going to work. So we're just waiting. Hello. I'm just waiting to see how this works. Okay. Is it working? Is it working? Hey everybody. Trying something new with this live streaming thing. We're trying to bring Becca in. We're just waiting to see if it works. Is it still there? Still working? We're trying something new, guys. There we go. Is it working now?
Oh.
Well, I'm one way, and I think it only lets us go this way.
Oh, that's weird. Hi.
Hello.
This is what happens when you use technology for the first time.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know how this works.
Me either.
So,
and I'm supposed to be the one
but
that
it's
loves technology. I'm literally sitting over here going, feels like the first time together.
Right?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's cool. This is neat.
Yeah,
it's
it is. Look at that. So we could totally do stuff just like this from a phone.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure somebody out there is going to be like, I don't like it when it's like this. And I don't blame them. That kind of frustrates me. Like when I'm watching a normal video that's supposed to be this way and it's only right in the middle. Do we know how it displays?
It's on my screen. It's just up and down. On the screen on the YouTube, it has me on one side and you on the other.
It is the right orientation. I thought YouTube was going to make it portrait like this. And yeah. I don't mind that when I'm watching shorts, but if I'm watching somebody that actually did a real video, it kind of annoys me when I have the black bars on either side.
Yep. Yeah, it definitely does.
Over your face. So I'll look at the chat over here.
Hey everybody, welcome. This is Becca, my friend over at Sew Becca. So if you type an exclamation Becca at the chat, it'll take you to a link to her channel. You guys can go over there and subscribe to her.
Yeah, go subscribe to me.
This is my best friend, by the way. If you guys didn't know and you're new to my channel, this is my best friend. And we try to figure out how we can do this together. And look, it works.
Yeah, it really does. Hi. No, no, you cannot have the fabric. It's not for you.
Beetlejuice says, it's mine. I want it.
Beetlejuice says, but I'm her best friend too.
Hi, Beetlejuice.
He was laying down, literally just doing nothing until he heard you. And then he was like, oh!
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh, wait, that makes him disappear because I already had him. It worked.
All right. So if you guys don't mind, Becca wants to just sit and hang out and she wants to see me open mail.
Yeah, the truth is, I was
just bored. Like you guys.
So
today we're just going to open.
I said, I was just bored and I'm just going to read the comments for you while you're opening mails.
Yeah, look at that. So let's see what. I have 3 boxes and they're all about this size. And obviously the people that send it stays in the fabric protection program. I just need something to cut with.
All right, I'm going to go it's nighttime for him, so I'm gonna go put him down. I'll be right back. But go ahead and get the
Okay.
box open, and I'll read comments when I come back.
Okie dokie. Yeah, he's here. He's not in the room though right now. He's doing nightly things. Oh, wow. Somebody had sent me some fun shopping stuff. Wow. Sneaky peeky. All right. Let's see what's in here. Your mouth isn't in sync with the sound. I'm sorry. I can't make it any better. This is just how it's streaming. I can't control that kind of stuff because there's not very many settings that I can fix. This is one of the YouTube's new things that you can do now with other YouTubers. So,
What was the?
all right.
Oh, they said your mouth and audio aren't in sync.
Yeah, and I can't tell. I have me on the screen and it, whatever, it's talking. I'm just showing what's in the boxes anyway. So there's some canvas in here. It looks like waterproof canvas for bag making. Look at that. That's a pretty color too.
Yeah.
Very pretty. There is a package with more. Ooh, I think this is on Mormino's website.
Yep. So if you guys don't
I've seen it.
spill the beans, this is for me. I had a massive de-stash. I sent her a couple of boxes. So she was all kind. She was like, the donor of this box will stay in the fabric protection program. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to spilling the beans. So I'll just do that now. That is the fabric from the Mormino box. And there's enough there. Like, I actually bought extra fabric packs of it because I felt like that rose. I liked that fabric, the one that you just held up.
Yeah.
My favorite. There's enough there to make a couple of bags with that.
Heck yeah.
And it's that waterproof canvas.
Yep. All right. There's a bag in here of charms. Says it's a watermelon trendy table runner. Does not include backing.
So the story with that is it was a kit that a quilt shop had packaged up, and I bought it with a friend of mine, and they never gave you a pattern for it. So turn it into whatever you want. I don't know how they gave fabric without a pattern.
Yeah, literally just fabric pieces.
It's Bonnie and Camille's, I think, Shine On. No, Handmade. I think it's the Handmade line from Bonnie and Camille.
I don't know fabric lines. You know fabric lines, not me.
I'm telling you. It's the
I'm gonna learn, I guess.
It's all from the same line. It's all really pretty. You'll make something out of it, and then you'll enter it into a quilt show.
And then it has that, and some red, and some dark, and some green in here, and some white. So enough to make a table runner with these ingredients. That, ooh, pretty batik scraps just sitting here. Look at these, so beautiful.
I got a hair on my face. So those I think are left over from a the fat quarter bundle. Remember the one that I sent you that was like purple and teals and blues? One dug into it, and I think that is leftovers from some projects. So if you combine it with the fat quarter bundle that I sent you, you'll have even more of that.
Yeah, I'll have to look. It's probably in a thing. Here's a little fat quarter bundle here.
I don't think that's from me. I believe that is from Miss Mary.
Yeah, it's snuck in here.
Sure, she snuck things in there for you. I'm just saying.
It's the same thing in both of these.
She knows
and this too, probably. Little dogs.
Oh, yeah, that's Mary.
Little doggy stuff. And some tie-dye looking fat quarters.
Guess who else that's from?
Right?
It's cute.
And the yellow. Look at that. Things I could make. All right, what do we got here? A big pile of
Oh,
thimble
yeah.
blossom pattern and started block.
Yeah, here's a story behind that. It's probably about halfway done, I think. I started that a few years ago and I've lost interest in finishing it. I think it's going to be gorgeous. I loved it. I think it's great. But I made the blocks and I didn't want to put them together, and I think I actually needed to make some more blocks to go with it. So have fun, enjoy.
Yep. So there's
Probably a lot. Honestly, if you put those blocks together, you probably have enough to just have a quilt.
There's another thing. There's some of the background fabric, and then there's a whole stack of all the fabrics.
That's yep. It was just they're just
all
putting the 9 patches together.
here.
What is that
Yep.
mini charm? Back up for a minute. What was the mini charm of? What does it say?
Balboa.
Oh, Balboa. Oh, how did that get in there? Because I have
mine now.
You can keep the 2.5-inch squares. I got the fat quarter bundle. It's a beautiful line. I love that line. Sharing.
Well, it can get mixed in with all of this.
Yep. Do what you gotta do.
And make a nice big quilt out of it all. Thank you for starting that one for me.
You're welcome. Thank you for finishing the one that I did one block for. One says, I want to be your best friend too. Fabric is so expensive. Peter said, all right. You done something accidentally. Yeah.
The next thing that's in this box is an elephant and I 50 by 56.
Yes.
To make
so
this.
This looks like it's going to be gorgeous, and I can't wait to see somebody do this. I bought this kit a long time ago, but as you can see from the back, look at what type of fabric that is. I think that's Cafe. I'm not a huge fan of Cafe, but I think the colors we're going to work in this. I bought the kit because if you look at the picture of the elephant, the background fabric is low volume, but it's a scrappy low volume, which I thought was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Had an intention of making that for Zoe.
And you just didn't do it.
I never did it, and I'm never gonna do it. So, like, I think I am. I try hard to control the hoard. You know, when the shelves get to a certain fullness, I pull things out. I'm like, am I ever gonna do this? No, it's going in a giveaway. No, it's going in. No, it's going in a giveaway. And I actually keep a box open ready for you. And it's Mary who goes through and is like, okay, this will be a giveaway. This will be Tiffany. So you can thank her for that.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you.
Tucker's here, by the way. He says hi.
Who?
Tucker's here. He says hi.
Hi, Tucker.
Susie
All
said,
right.
Susie said the elephant made up at a show, and it was really gorgeous.
Ooh. Yep, I will definitely. Is that a word? Could I just make words up now? Definitely make it. I make pretty much 99% of the projects that Becca's ever sent me.
Well, and I think that's the other thing. Like, I like giving stuff. I really like giving things. And Mary helps make that possible because she's really good at helping get things packaged and in the mail and making sure that we're having giveaways. And I love like giving them, right? So it's nice, but when they go to people that you don't talk to every day, you don't always get to see it used. But when I send you boxes, I see it get used. And that's a selfish motive on my part.
All right, what do we got in this box?
Blue Water says,
some scraps.
Elephant.
Some scraps.
Yep.
Some strip units.
Oh,
strip
did I do
units.
that? Oh my goodness.
Huh?
Okay, the straps, yep, the strips. There's gonna be, I'm looking, I think. Hold on. I did. I gave you all of the fabric, which is way more than you need, and the blocks that I started for
For
the,
this?
yeah, that goes with, there's some blocks in there with a coordinating fabric line. I think it's going to be down in there. It's from Jean Truelove's, uh I think she called it her medallion quilt that she did in
Hmm.
2021 or 2020. I did the first few blocks and I lost it, and then we moved, and I kept saying I was going to get back and do it, and I never did. And I've kind of lost interest in that fabric line, and I have way too many other projects. So I'm another UFO for you, Tiffany. You're welcome.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
We got scrap here, scrap of the same thing.
Those aren't scraps.
Some,
The quilt. That's all the quilt pack for the fabric.
okay, so here's the grunge for it.
Oh no, actually, I don't. I think that just got mixed in. Anyway, there's fabric. Enjoy.
Yeah.
You can make it look like
Okay.
you want. Carve.
I'll
I
figure
see
something out.
you make that elephant.
Yeah, it'll have to be a video.
It will. Yeah, I think you
It
could
would
look.
have to be a video. What do we got here? Even so, it is well with my
Oh,
soul.
oh yeah. I have that. So I started to make. I have that panel, and somebody. I wish I had the name, but somebody took one of those panels and like really densely quilted it for me, and it's actually hanging up in my room. So I went to make that for my mom. I made her something else with the same panel, so that went in the Tiffany box like a year ago
Oh, wow.
or however long.
There's that one. This one. This one. I'm going to try to keep them all together.
Okay, good luck. Good luck.
I actually have a couple of these also
You do, because
from,
I sent you a Bloomington jelly roll or something. That's what that fabric line is.
yeah, I've seen it before.
Hmm. And some of that isn't Bloomington, but it'll work.
It'll go together.
Yeah.
Actually, I think also one of my star patterns that I did a video for has this fabric in it too. I sold it already, so now I can't think of the name of it, but I did another quilt that had this fabric in it. Similar to, well, at least the flowers were in it, like this.
Gwen's asking, Becca, so you still buy fabric? You have so much behind you. Just wondering. Actually, I don't buy as much as I used to. I buy with a purpose. So I've heard people say, like, especially at the beginning of the year, you hear people say, I'm on a fabric diet. I'm not on a fabric diet. I'm just being intentional with my purchases. I just bought fabric. What was it, Mary? We were together a week ago. So a week ago, I bought a bit of fabric, but it was all intentional and it all had a purpose. And it's all something that I'm going to do now, not in a year, not in 2 years. I'm trying to be very focused on buying what I need or what I must have rather than just buying to put in the stash. I've got enough
Is
stuff.
that what you bought when you went to QuiltCon with Mary?
Okay, QuiltCon was my get out of jail free card. But actually, if I'm being completely honest, I bought more notions than I did fabric. I did buy the fabric pack for the butterfly quilt, and I bought a couple of fat quarter bundles that I knew I needed for our upcoming project. And I think that's I bought a couple of like loose 1 yard cuts that I knew would be good blenders, but I didn't go crazy. That was kind of it.
Hmm. I probably wouldn't have gone crazy either because I would have been overwhelmed with all the stuff at QuiltCon like I was at the last QuiltCon.
Ian's in the house.
What's up, Ian?
Yeah, what's up? And so Mary's here too, by the way.
Hi, Mary.
Is Mary the lady with you at QuiltCon? Susan wants to know. Yes.
So here is some strips,
Yeah,
like
that's right.
jelly roll strips.
Kits than I did fabric. because I had no embroidery
I'm
kit.
just zooming through them.
What were? Oh, you know what those are? Those are the
Hmm.
scraps from the table runner that I'm going to teach at So Yeah on Saturday.
Oh,
You
well,
could use
that's
those
all.
scraps and make your own version of the same table runner, and then we could have sister table runners. And
Right?
they're already starched for you, so you can just start sewing them.
Pineapple started.
Yep.
I still have to put together the last pineapple one you sent me. Unless these go with it, then I could just make it super bigger.
It goes with it. Nancy Gus has been asking about those blocks, and I have not had. I did those in the hotel. It's beautiful. Oh gosh, I'm looking at it on the replay, like because the video's like a few seconds behind. It's really,
Mhm.
oh gosh, that's so pretty too. These are orphan blocks.
They're going to go in the orphan quilt when I finally make it.
Awesome.
You didn't have to do this. I have been wanting to get these and wanting to get these.
I'm so happy that worked
How
out.
did you know I wanted to get these?
I didn't. I just put them in the box because I wasn't using them.
Well, I'm going to be because I don't have this on my machine.
I'm
So
so
I had
happy.
to have to get these.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Pamela's asking, what are you
Mm,
on pre-washing or not? I don't pre-wash. What about you, Tiff?
no. It's an extra step. Don't need the extra step. Here's some pins, she said.
I
Long arm quilting pins. I don't pin anymore, but they're the good kind. So when I pin a quilt top, I'll use these ones.
Yep.
What the heck is this?
Oh, I know what that is. Hold it up because I can't see because of the comments. Hold it up higher. Okay. Okay. I'm going to show you how to do this. Are you ready? Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Right now, it's one of these. Only yours is purple because I already had one.
Uh-huh.
So you should be able to take it apart in 3 parts and they just unscrew like this. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what you're going to want to do if you want to set it up to be used, you on this middle piece, this is the body, you have a thread ring on the inside and a thread ring on the outside. Drop
Uh-huh.
the cup into the middle so that you can screw it in to the body
Uh-huh.
like that. And then you screw the bottom on like a little plate and you make a little bowl.
This.
Yep, that one, that's how it is closed. And then you just,
So it's a magnet.
there is a magnet in there, yes.
It's supposed to be like this?
No. So that bottom piece that's going in, that's falling in, you just didn't have that screwed into the middle piece. Turn it around. Turn the one in. Yes. Now screw something like that. It's going to be hard. Hold on.
There. Is that better?
Let me see. Yes, that's your cup. And then to make it to go, you take the bottom base off because this will turn into the lid. You'll unscrew this and pop it out. And then you'll pop this around and you'll drop down inside. This will go all, and then it'll lock in like that.
And then it hides the pins inside. Okay. Oh, that's
right?
awesome.
Right?
Awesome.
This is my go-to pin cushion. I don't use, it's cute, it's functional, it's practical. The pins are never standing in a way that pokes me. This is my go-to. I love it.
Right now, I've been keeping
used to how it works.
I've been keeping mine in my little coffin.
You don't need the coffin anymore. Now you have a flower cup. People
I also got one of these.
You want to tell them what channel locks are? They're asking what channel locks are.
Channel locks are, okay, so I have a long arm. On the long arm, channel locks are something it's a cap. These are a cap that you put over the wheel so that the machine stays going straight. So if you want to make it go straight only in one direction, because I'm not computerized, I don't have no magnetic anything or anything that can keep it going straight. This caps over the wheel and locks it so that I can only go side to side. And then the other one, you lock the wheel so you can only go front to back.
Yep.
And it'll
Yep.
stop you from going side to side. So that's what they are. So the channel locks just lock the wheels to keep me going in the same direction.
Sheila's asking what holds the pins inside of the cup. There's a magnet at the bottom of the
Yeah,
cup.
it's a pretty heavy duty cup too.
Yeah, it is. This is from Purple Hobbies, and I actually have a code at Purple Hobbies. I think it's So Becca. You can get 20% off of any of their items across their whole website. This is what this is.
So use code Becca what?
No, you just use So Becca at checkout. You get 20% off anything on their website.
On purplehobbies.com?
Yep.
That works. All right. Well, I don't know. What is this? Started?
No. Oh, I know what that is. That's my Dusk to Dawn kit. So I stapled it together. So the one that has the pieces cut, they're already cut out for the pattern that's down in there and labeled. But I needed a little bit extra fabric because I was missing one cut of one of the pieces. So I went online and I think I bought like a half yard or a fat quarter of that print, but it was Dusk to Dawn and I couldn't just have just the one. So I bought more. So it all came and I was going to make the quilt for the pattern that's down in there. Everything's cut, ready to go. I was going to make that and then I didn't. But I realized I've got my Atomic Starburst quilt, which is made out of that. I've got my mini quilt, which is made out of that. And I still have 2 jelly rolls of that fabric. So I don't need to hoard that fabric. I've already got quilts made with it. So I'm paying that to you because I know you love that fabric line too.
Yes, I love this line. Monique is definitely amazing with this line.
Line.
Yeah.
I've already.
All right. So did everybody see started stuff and extra fabric?
Yep. It's already cut, labeled, like you could start just putting it together.
Curved.
Those are Mary.
That's curved.
I am sure that's Mary. Wait a minute. Are those the ones that went missing?
Maybe. Are they the ones that went missing that are curved?
No. No.
Well, they fit in here.
This is like what you have. Yep. I like these.
Yep. Just beware that in about 4 years of doing this, the little middle part will snap.
Oh, Mary said those aren't from her. I have no idea where they're from then.
They're just randomly in the box.
They're just randomly in the box. UPS.
Randomly in the box.
Somebody asked magic pins.
What is this? Oh, that's kind of nifty. Did these go missing from your room?
Wait, I can't. Oh, nope, they didn't. But enjoy those. Magic pins are silicone. You can iron on them. Yes, but not with a high heat. You will melt.
Did these go missing from your room?
I mean, obviously, all this stuff went missing from my room, but these are not the system for which I have been looking. They are.
If you guys haven't been over on Becca's channel and watched her videos, she's lost a pair of scissors.
I literally am sitting here going, I don't recognize those. And now I don't feel bad because Mary said, nope, they're not the ones you lost. They're from me.
So here's some of the scraps from those matching fabrics.
Yep.
There's some blocks for, I don't know what.
Yep, those are the blocks. I made those blocks when I was sewing in the basement in Arlington.
Wow.
I
know. They've just been sitting around. Yep. I could tell you must have really liked this line, though, because these blocks are the same fabric as the other one.
I did.
Like, they all are.
I mean.
It's beautiful.
Pink is my signature color. The church looks doused in Pepto-Bismol. My colors are lush and bashful. Her colors are pink and pink.
Oops. Those just fell out of the bag because I can't pick things up.
She says, my pins bend too easily. Hopefully magic pins don't. I get the very fine ones. These are extra fine. They do bend easily because they're so fine, but they're,
I like the magic pins because they are fine.
Oh, well, I'll remember that for next time I buy some pins. Oh, that's a different quilt.
I don't need any more. I have a ton.
I
Pretty
I
blocks.
Yep. All you gotta do is put the stars together. Everything's done. You're welcome.
Look at that. Thank you. I shall put it together. And then what else was in this box is a sticker that says, it's probably backwards on the screen, huh? It says
No,
this girl is on fire.
this girl is on fire. I can't sing.
That's gonna go on the long arm. Long arm league.
Stars are sawtooth stars, not Ohio stars.
And I'm not gonna read out loud the bottom part, but I don't mind putting that there. It's gonna go in the throat of the machine. If you can read what that says, I'm not saying it out loud.
Tilt it down.
Clean your machine for blank steak.
There you go.
All right.
Barbara Jean said, "That's Tiffany when she sews. This girl is on fire."
Right.
Pamela said, "Use a denim needle to put binding on."
A denim needle to put binding on?
I just use.
I don't know. I don't.
Machine.
I don't even pin anything with binding.
Wait, hold up. Teresa hit 3,000 today.
Yeah. She told me. I forgot to say that out loud. So Teresa Louise, if you do explanation Teresa in the chat. Oh, my keyboard is not working. What?
I'll do it.
Explanation. And it'll take you to a link to her channel and you guys could subscribe to her. All right, one more. I gotta step out of camera for that.
One more box.
One more box.
This girl is.
Guess where this box went before it came here?
Hawaii?
Las Vegas.
Tracy's here.
It went to party first and then came to see me.
Oh, well, then I could have just brought it with me next month.
All right off the top, I have no idea what this is. Quilter's Straight Binding Calculator. Oh, it's got a little slide card in it. And you can calculate binding. That means how many inches of binding I need? Quilt perimeter. Yeah. So if the quilt is 2-inch binding, 390-inch perimeter for 5/8 of yardage. Wow, that's a pretty cool little nifty tool. Ooh, we got a journal that's purple. And it just has feathers on all the pages. It's purple. It's purple. Becca, it's purple. Aw, this is pretty. Quite a bit here. This was probably left over from the back of something.
Back of the braid quilt.
And I've had this before from you. You made a ton of mask fabric and had this.
I did. And I was holding on to that forever because I was going to turn that into masks. It's all pre-washed. And I finally said, you know what? We're done. That's the last of my.
Yeah, I made a wallet. Yep. I made a wallet out of this stuff.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because it's text. It's like computer coding or whatever that is.
Okay, so like 15 minutes ago, Gwen asked a question and she I already answered your question, Gwen. About so you still buy fabric, you have so much behind you, just wondering. I already answered that. Was that the question you were asking me to answer? I just scrolled up as far as I could.
Yeah, I don't know. So here's a big stack of already pre-cut pieces of batiks.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what those were left over from. Oh, no, they're not left over from anything. They're not left over from a project. Sorry. They're
cut from a die cutter
Yeah, they're from the Stitch It box from Cotton Cuts. I I got their Stitch It box for a few months, and in exchange for that, I was taking a challenge to take their die cut pieces that they give you like 400 pieces. They give you the pieces, and you got to put them
Mhm.
into a project. They don't give you a pattern or anything. I was writing a pattern for some ideas that you could do with those. That
Uh-huh.
done, and now I'm going to move on to working with their boutique bundles. So these are the leftover Stitch It pieces that I have. I know you love your puzzles, and this to me felt like a puzzle activity with fabric.
Not sure what this is.
It's candle.
That it's a candle that is going to go to my mother-in-law.
I don't like vanilla candles. I can't.
That
Just
I don't
can't.
know what it is about that smell, but
Oh,
so I have someone to pass it on to. Oh,
yeah.
here's another one of those tie-dye bundles.
I think that's from Mary too.
And I have some of these already. This gonna give me,
Oh,
actually, no, I've made the quilt. I'm getting ready to quilt the quilt. No wonder this is right here. My Fat Quarter Frenzy quilt is made with these fabrics. That's, I keep seeing it all day. It's because this is the fabric that I used for Fat Quarter Frenzy.
got it. So Gwen
Yeah.
Brown has a comment for you. She says, I wanted to tell Tiffany how I enjoyed her working on a pattern last night. I like it best when she does her own, but I struggle with patterns too, and I felt better seeing that I am not alone in struggling.
Oh yeah, it's a struggle. And today I worked on some blocks. I'll show you guys. Here's one. This was not a struggle because I've done, the squares a bazillion times, but these are partial seams. And I really thought about filming this today. I really did, but I've been so busy. Yeah. So you sew one piece to a stopping point, and then you attach this, this, and then sew that final seam. Yeah, I debated on doing it. So I think I'm gonna make a separate little video, not of these blocks, because I was kind of in a hurry to continue making them today. Make a separate video on how to do partial seams because most people don't know.
There's a better way to do that. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, you just make half square triangles, but this was a solid unit, so squishy, squishy.
Oh God. Do you remember the unboxing that was from?
Yeah,
Can you find the holes from stabbing the
that
chicken?
you stabbed it with. Oh, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. Yep. They would work as a pincushion, though. I mean,
It would.
really.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm seeing holes in
And
there."
you can't tell. I don't know how well it would stay with a ton of pins in it, though. Well, maybe it should.
I don't
But
know.
yes, I remember the video.
Oh, it was hilarious.
All right, here's more of those pieces.
The Stitch It pieces, yeah.
Yep. So those are all the same as those other ones. I
That
actually
kind of looks
stapled
like
that together.
a Magnum PI quilt.
Here is, I have no idea. Well, let's open it and see.
That is, I had 3 boxes from Reb's Fab Stash to do, and I wanted to do all of them, but I had to.
Okay, here's a stuffed chicken pincushion, I think.
They're all super cute projects. I love them. The struggle that I have is I needed to do Project Bankruptcy. So, do you know what that is? Project Bankruptcy, where you
Because
just
you're
like,
doing too many, stop doing them.
yeah, I'm like,
Yep.
okay, clearing bankruptcy in my project so that I can get out of debt and move forward.
It's a placemat.
Yep. All
That's
of those
cute.
are easy, quick sews. So if you're just looking for something to do in your room, you can knock
Yeah.
out.
Oh, here's like more pattern stuff
Yep.
for like trees, different trees.
Fabs. I got the March box. I'm excited about that.
And then
I feel like I can sew.
there's this with all this fabric. So I guess it makes what, a table runner?
Or bed run.
Farm bed runner. But I
Same,
wouldn't use it as bed runner. I'd say table runner.
same thing.
And it has all the little things for it.
They do a really good job putting their kits together.
It looks like it.
They do. I got the March box today, and I'm excited because now that I've kind of cleared out that backlog a little bit, when I open the box and I see the project, I don't know what it is. I haven't opened it yet. I'll actually be able to sew it. So really
Yeah.
excited about that.
Okay. Ooh, this is pretty purple. What is this, like an extra pack from Cotton Cuts? Like the when you need to build something? Is it the one you're missing for the most current one?
It's an oops kit for Piazza. I can't do Piazza anymore. I needed PMQ,
This?
but it's gorgeous fabric, right?
Heck yeah. Do you need it?
No,
Well, if you do, I can bring it with me to Vegas.
I don't need it. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. And more. Ooh, I really like this.
Yeah. It goes with that same, that's the
So pretty.
yardage that goes with the oops kit. What is project bankruptcy? Barbara wants to know. So project bankruptcy is the same thing as like email bankruptcy or just like money bankruptcy, when you are in debt or over your head so much that you just need to get out of it. You determine what you really need to keep, what you need to pay off, what you need to pay forward. So project bankruptcy, in my mind, what that means is I take a look at all of the backlog projects that I have, and I ask my, or fabric or stash or notions or whatever, and I ask myself whether or not I really am going to finish that project, or I'm even going to start it, or if there's somebody else that would like it. And I'm lucky enough that I have a close friend who gets to sew a whole lot more than I do, and she sews a whole lot faster than I do. So I pay a lot of those project bankruptcy items to her, and then she can whip them up, finish them, and sell them or give them away on her channel.
Which is what I usually do.
Yep.
There's a little
Yeah.
I count many blessings and stitch them one by one.
Yep.
Keychain. Some coasters from the Missouri Star box, huh? From the Christmas one.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Those,
don't use coasters, but I know somebody who will.
I think those came from, I think those were in the Martelli box, I think.
Well, it doesn't say which company on it, so. Yeah. Here's some more scraps. These look like the little farm stuff.
Yeah,
And the little farm fabrics.
I put that fabric in the box and took it out about 5 times. I love that line.
Look at the little trucks. How adorable.
It's so cute. But I knew at the end of the day, I knew I was holding on to it just because I thought it was cute and I wasn't going to sew with it. So the strawberry fabric, the one that had me going, ee!
Well, it will go with all the other stuff. Well, this was number 19 of something.
Yeah.
Oh, it fell out at me.
I have no idea what it is.
It is for painting. It is a paintbrush kit. So all the paintbrushy stuff, you pop this off. Alexa had stuff like this, my daughter. And you pull out a paintbrush and you screw it on and you get to paint with a fancy brush. Yep, that's all it is. It's a paintbrush kit. That's actually really nice. This most likely came from Martelli, though, right? Because they sell painting stuff, don't they?
I don't know.
Do you remember whose boxes had these?
It's Martelli. That was from the Martelli box, but I don't know why it was in there because it didn't. I don't know. But you know what could be a good use for those? And I thought about this like as you were opening it. If you put water in the brush, you could use like water brushes with like those pencils or watercolor pencils. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it was actually kind of sad because somebody had asked me, I saw that that's handmade soap that was in the Martelli box too.
Yeah, the thing, going to someone who likes stinky smelling stuff.
That the paintbrushes, somebody had asked me where they were on the Martelli website because they wanted to buy them, and I went hunting all over the website. I couldn't find them, so I think they bought them or had them made especially for the box.
Especially for the box, yeah, for the Christmas box.
Tracy said,
Wow.
I huddled on the brushes and the soap.
Well, that is it. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. And Mary.
You're welcome. And Mary, because Mary threw some things in there. She was a sneaky woman.
Yes, she's a sneaky one. Sneaky, sneaky.
She had Tiffany. You want to see what I did tonight?
What?
I made with some bonus half square triangle units. I made this.
Aw, that's
Look
so
how
cute.
it looks. It's a
Yes.
25 patch block, Tiffany.
Yeah. Looks good. Looks good.
I'm going to go back to your idea from like 5 years ago of making 25 patch blocks.
You can make so many different ones. I mean, I posted 90 different blocks. Yeah. Some of them are like similar, but the placement of how something is different. But there's 90 different blocks in that 25 patch block series. So very loved series.
Wait, Gwen said it's so crisp. That's because there's about a half a bottle of Best Press on
it. This Becca lady here, you guys, if you guys don't know, she's a starchy. She's starchy everything.
Isn't it funny how, like, when I hold it like this, do you see a dark side and a light side to the block?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. But when I do it like this, I don't notice it as much. But like,
nope. But when it's on point, it does, because it's an illusion.
It is. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Oh gosh, it's like, it feels like a sheet of heavyweight paper.
Yeah, I don't do that. Here, this is loosey goosey.
Lucy, not Lucy. Look, it can't even flap. It's like troop. I do have.
That's funny.
I do have one piece of fabric that I would like to show you.
Okay, show me.
From Spoonflower.
From Spoonflower.
I had a swatch custom printed for an idea I want to make.
Oh.
Doodle. Doodle.
If you guys don't know, this woman right here is out of her mind for NK. Kids on the Block. If you don't know. Oh my goodness. It's horrible. You're horrible. Yeah. You definitely need a new Kids on the Block fabric.
Well, I wanted to see how it would print out on their fabric. I am pleased. I don't know.
That's good.
Hot swatch with, but I have an idea.
New Kids on the Block. It's New Kids on the Block for those who are asking, what does it mean? Yeah. Sing us a song.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, oh, oh.
Okay. No.
And is that weird that I know those things, but yet I don't listen? It's because
Nope.
I grew up in that era, same as you.
There's a girl on YouTube, a lady, I shouldn't say a girl, she's like our age. She's on YouTube and she does these dances to like the old like 80s and 90s music. And she makes fun of like the new generation. So every once in a while she'll release a short where she's like, millennials, like she'll be like millennials thinking they got the best music. And then the millennial will be like dancing to the song. And then it'll cut to like her acting as a Gen Xer or a Zennial or whatever it is. And it's like the original version of the song. And you're the Gen Xer is like,
Oh, it's funny.
Great. It's great. It's great. Anyway, I have gone down the rabbit hole of her shorts. She's awesome. Elisa says, I see her. Anyway. Have you tried Faultless Magic Sizing Finish or their Luxe Finish, Tiffany? Susie wants to know.
The one I use is, when I do use it, this is what I use, the heavy finish.
Okay. Is it good?
Yeah, well, that's the less amount is still stiff. So I don't have to spray as much and I don't have to smell the stink for very long because it gets stinky.
Candy said, I like NSYNC. All boy bands are created equal, okay?
No.
Mary's talking Backstreet Boys. Like, come on.
What about like Boys to Men or any of that? No, you don't like them?
I mean, no, I do. They're talented. They're very talented. But there's just something not, they're great. I would see them, but I would not see them over New Kids on the Block or Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or O-Town or 98 Degrees or, gosh, who else is out there?
Lots of them.
No, because after a certain year, I
Just
can't.
kind of stop.
Well, I can't like BTS.
I don't know what that is.
That's a new boy. I'm in my 40s. At some point, I have to like the old men on the block, not the new kids on the block. New edition. Yep, new edition, 100%. I do like Boys to Men. I don't. I think I don't equate Boys to Men to boy band. They're more acapella, and I love acapella.
Interesting.
What's your favorite genre?
I like classic rock. Yeah. Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, that's me. I listen to 90s rock or 90s rock alternative also, like Smashing Pumpkins and so on and so forth, Yeah. I have a wide variety though, because Scott listens to country and I know lots of country as well. Yep. And I can listen to classical because it's calming and soothing. Like I can listen to anything, even opera if I really had to, but
I do like musicals. So I guess
I don't like musical movies, but I like the songs.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the movies at all. No way. Like Burlesque is on Netflix to watch, and I just keep going past it because I just can't listen to the music the whole time. I can listen to the music separately, but not watch it on the movie. I don't know what it is.
Kim said every time New Kids are in St. Louis, a friend goes to see them with her daughter. Every time New Kids are in DC, I go to see them too. Every time they go on a boat now, I go too. And that's actually where I'm going to be in May when I go to Chicago, because there might be a New Kids on the Block convention.
Oh my goodness. Who's your favorite new kid? I know you've told me, but
it depends. Are you asking 13-year-old Becca or 40X-year-old Becca?
13-year-old Becca.
Oh gosh, then it was Jordan. 100% Jordan. Like
that was everybody's favorite.
Huh?
That was everybody's favorite back then.
See, I had to be practical. I remember my thoughts were, oh, Jordan was my favorite, but he was older than they all kind of were a little bit older than I was. But Joe was only 5 years older than me. So I was like, oh, I would never get Jordan because he's too old. That's why I couldn't get Jordan. So I was like, I have to like Joe because he's closer in my age, but it was always Jordan. It was always Jordan.
No, I like Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
I mean,
only because I like Mark Wahlberg. Now and then.
But have you seen his brother?
I don't need to see his brother. Only him.
But have you seen his brother?
Him and Ryan Reynolds are my husbands. They just don't know it yet.
Ryan Reynolds. Oh my gosh. Wait, I grew up with my mom and her friend were pregnant at the same time. So I grew up with I have a friend named Glenn who basically we just called family. We just told everybody we were cousins the whole time we were growing up. And we were sitting around one night several years ago. We're watching TV, and I think an ad for Deadpool or something came on with Ryan Reynolds, of course. And I was like, "Oh, he's pretty." And he was, Glenn goes, "I don't know what you're talking about because he's my husband." And I was like, "No, he doesn't like boys, Glenn. He's mine." And he's like, "No, he's mine." So, so when you were like, "Oh, he's my husband," I was like, "Gosh, everybody in my world's taking Ryan Reynolds away from me." He's pretty, and he's funny too, and I
Mhm.
think that's what
Yes.
makes him extra attractive to me. Like,
I
he's
like him in the Deadpool movies.
ugh.
I have Deadpool shirts. My daughter gave them to me, a ton of them. I never wear them online, obviously, because they're Deadpool and nobody can care about them.
Lori says Canada loves our Ryan. God, I saw what was the yes, Lorraine says I saw uh, Ryan and Two Guys in a Pizza Place way back. Same. Like, yes. Like I knew Ryan. Well, I didn't know him, but I was watching Ryan before the rest of the world was watching Ryan. So I get like a
Extra bonus husband points.
Kim says when No Kids on the Block is in St. Louis, Donnie goes to a local Waffle House and will cook. My friend has had meals with him several. Yeah, so when they go on tour, Donnie has a, a fascination with Waffle Houses, and so he will find a Waffle House and have an after party after the concert, and that place will get packed to the gills.
Interesting.
Yeah. When we went on the cruise, when we were on the cruise last year, I had never been on one of the New Kids cruises, but my friend Karen, who I do all the New Kids stuff with, she goes
Mhm.
to multiple concerts every time they go on tour. She and I are going to the convention together, and she's been on all of the cruises. So I feel a little lucky to go with her because she's a veteran in all this, and I just do what she tells me to do. I stand where she tells me to stand. I just give her my, you know what I mean? So it makes it
Yeah.
not as stressful. Um, when we went on the cruise last year, they had 2 beach days. And on one of the beach days, they had all these activities on the beach. And so we went and we were kind of just hanging out in the water, just listening to the music and the announcements. And then Donnie decided he was going to do a selfie line. And he had everybody line up. So anybody that wanted a selfie with him had to line up. And he was just running down, taking picture, like hugging you, taking your picture, hug you, take your picture, hug you. Like he did that. So we went and got up out of the water in swimsuit, soaking wet because we were swimming, and got selfies with Donnie. Not the most flattering picture, but we did it. Um, the ocean, and we were just kind of like swimming around and bopping around, listening to the music and stuff. And then Karen says, "Turn around." And I was like, okay. There's Donnie on a float with like 15 or 20 other girls all hanging off of the float, literally coming right at me. And so I'm like, oh, yes. So I grabbed onto the float and Karen grabbed onto the float, and we were popping around. We were swimming with Donnie for a little while. It was great.
That's funny.
Yeah. Sorry. I have problems with New Kids addiction.
I don't
Okay.
have an addiction with anything like that.
I don't know if it's an addiction. It's just there's something
It
it's
makes you happy.
it does. It makes me
It
happy.
it tickles your fancy, makes you happy, and
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
keeps you going. You gotta have something to look forward to, or else life is miserable.
And it's honestly like a 4-day party. It's not them
Yeah.
putting on concerts for 4 days. They're accessible, but they're playing like 80s and 90s rock and club music almost the whole time. So it's almost like an 80s cruise, and it's
Yeah.
just a lot of fun.
I bet it
Oh,
is.
Blue Water wants to know, is there still a box number 3 to open tonight?
I opened all 3. That was all 3.
There are 3?
There were 3 boxes right here.
Listen, I just put stuff in a
They're
pile.
they're now literally right there on the floor. I have nowhere to put them at this very moment because I need this desk free and clear to finish this pattern.
Kim says when they opened a Wahlburgers at my local grocery store, they had to have the Independence police on hand, but it went beautifully, and one or another visits once in a while. Yep, absolutely. That's the one thing that's kind of cool about that is like even though they draw crowds, people tend to be respectful and orderly. It's not like a bunch of hormonal teenage girls are swarming the place. It's a
I
bunch
just
of
noticed that
Professional women.
Tracy's in the chat.
Yeah, I said
The
that.
sewing channel.
She's here.
I was opening mail. Didn't hear it.
It's okay. And now she's going. She said, "Okay, bedtime. Good night, guys."
Good night, Tracy. Well, we should let everybody go because it's what time is it for you now? Let's see, 7,
10:00.
8, 9, 10. It's 10. Yeah, it's time. It's a Monday night, so we should let everybody go.
Yeah, Jason got home from fencing a little bit ago. I saw him pull up, so I'm about to go brush my teeth, put my jammies on, get in bed. I got to work tomorrow.
I'm fencing.
My mom bought a shirt for Christmas. It's a black T-shirt, and it said, "Fencing is how I get my point across," and it has a stick figure with holding a sword.
That's funny. I couldn't do the movements right now. My hip would probably pop out and not go back in.
Hey, Eric's in the chat. Did you talk to Eric?
Not yet. I'm going to talk to him later.
All right. Well, I will
let you know. Anyways, I'm gonna let everybody go. Thank you all for hanging out with Becca and me. And don't forget to go over and subscribe to all of my friends that are in the chat and Becca here. It was wonderful opening a box from the person who's right here on the live with me. And now we know that we can do this. I mean, how easy is this? Directly from our phones.
This was really cool.
Yeah. And the picture quality is clear. So, I mean, really.
I have so many comments that I could make, and I'm going to avoid saying them. So I'm just going to go.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll talk to you later, Miss Becca.
All right. Bye, Tiff.
Bye, everybody.
How do you end this?